Okay, in this video we're going to look at the new filter section in Roof Chief. The good news is you can do more with it, but the other good news is if you're comfortable with the current filter situation, you should be in good shape. It's not that different. So I'm going to open it up. We still have 3 filters to start you off with. You could add another filter if you want to get really complex. I'm going to filter first off just to show the number of prospects I have in this account. This is how I would do it. This is even before. So I'm looking for total prospects that exist in this account. So I'm going to set my filters and click apply. Now, if you don't know how to use Roof Chief's filters or you've never used them, you might need some further assistance. This video is showing just the update to the filter system. If you do need further assistance, let us know. We'll send you a video just about using this from a basic standpoint. But here's what's new. I'm going to clear these filters using the clear filter button. We have the first option is by event. And let's look at the events we have available. We have a contact created, contract signed, project started, and project completed. So if you're not tracking your project start and complete dates in Roof Chief yet, these aren't going to help you. But using these, you can get very flexible and powerful with your searches. So for instance, let's look at contact created this year. I'm going to click the dates button here, and now I have another field. I'm going to do year to date. You can see I have other options such as week to date, month to date, but I selected year to date. So what this is going to look at are all the contacts in this account year to date, or added year to date rather. But let's see how many of those are prospects. So I'm going to add another filter here. And I don't need to do dates because what this is saying is look at all the contacts created this year, and I want to see only the ones that are prospects. So I'm going to click apply, and off we go. And I have my list. I made some notes here. So here's what the first one. Want to know how many leads, then use the contact date. Date the customer first made contact. Yep. So that's pretty much what I just showed you. So how many leads do I have, or how many leads do I have in this account? Let's look at month to date. I don't need anything here. So I cleared that second filter. I don't need anything there. So let's look at all the contacts created month to date. So that's going to show me how many leads I have. I hope that makes sense. It should. Here we go. Oh, well, I'm making this on the first day of the month. We have 1 lead this month. Okay, next up, want to know who signed up and how much was sold. Well, use the contract date, the date the contract was signed. So that's a great idea. Those ideas came from Rod, by the way. So let's look at the contract signed. Let's not look at month to date. Let's look at the previous month. So the month of July. So I set my custom dates. I'm looking for any contact in here with a signed contract. I'm going to click apply. And I can see that I have 23 matches in 21 contacts. And you can see this gentleman has 2 projects going on, so that's why I have more matches than I have contacts. Want to know what jobs are starting next week, then start date? Yep, that's right. So I'm going to clear my filters. I'm going to look at by the event. And I'm going to look at project start. And we'll look not at past dates, but we're going to look at future dates. So once again, I'm in my custom dates area, and I actually want next week. So that's 8/7 to 8/11. Let's see what we get. I know this is exciting stuff. We're all on the edge of our seat. Okay, we have 2 jobs starting next week. Almost through this list. want to see which jobs were finished last week. Then we can look at the complete date. Yep, so here's project started. I want to look at what jobs were completed, and let's look at last week. I'm already here, so that would be July 24th to the 28th. I think you get the idea. Once this loads, there's one other trick we want to show with this. Okay, so 7 were completed last week. The other trick we want to show is the print PDF area. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but this is a way to print out the list of contacts you've just filtered up, or you can make a PDF and email it around. You can include your letterhead. I'm going to take the letterhead off of this one. So I'm looking at these that we completed last week, but I also have other options here. So I could say, well, who was the salesperson on these? And what was the initial requested service? Okay, great. I'm just curious, what was the lead source? So now I can begin to get a sense of what this was all about. Here's a new option too, the created date. If I click here, okay, I can see when these contacts were created. So this one was in June. This one came to us in April, and we're doing the work for this gentleman now. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or want more advanced tips on using filters, please let us know.